Hello, my name's Steve Woody from Online Mastery, and this is another 5-minute website review. This is helpwithhandwriting.co.uk that was submitted by Shayla, and she's asked, or she's mentioned that her problem is people do sign up a bit, but there are no conversions to buy her products or services. So the result that she wants from her website is more sales. So just having a quick look over this website. Initially, I like the look and feel of the colours. It's very colourful. I don't know if I go for a tiled banner. I think you can probably go full width here and just cut this out. It's very easy to do. Just instead of having it as tiled, just change it to a cover. It can be done within the site. But that's quite nice. I like it. It's got the same kind of fonts as mine. It reminds me of Online Mastery a bit. But it's nice and clean, and I like that. And so I think that's very important when you're looking at a site. Accepting cookies, which is a nice thing. So very clean. Okay, looking through. Get Set Right Club, Assessment, Skype Services, Learn Better Programs, Training. Very clear, very clean, very easy to read. It's a very well designed site, very nice. Um, then it talks a little about you. You've got some of your um, positioning here, some authoritative logos, which is nice. I wonder if it would be better though to have those a bit higher up on the page. But even that saying that, it definitely does look nice. Um, join the community. Yep, I like it. It's clean. It's nice. The one thing I would say looking at this, and this is a challenge that I have with my site because I have quite bright colors as well, is that your call to action blends in and it actually doesn't stand out. In fact, the only color that really stands out in this header here is this red rocket. And so the red rocket would look better as a button. In fact, if I was just to take that and turn it into the button, I think that would make a big difference. However, you need to use a color that you're not using elsewhere. So you're using a red for the text, for the headline text. And as a result, as I scroll through the page, it does stand out on the white. That's absolutely fine. But in other areas, I find like this button, it kind of gets lost because you're using it. What I would recommend in terms of conversions to help your conversions will be to ensure that whatever call to action color you use throughout your site, make it a unique call to action. Make it a color that is not used anywhere else, and that way when people see it, they'll know. They'll know that they can click on it, they'll know that that's what it's for, and also their eye will be drawn to it. Right now your eye is drawn up here. As you scroll down um, and you get to here, this again here is competing with this banner here. And so you really want it to stand out, be standalone. And so I'd urge you just to consider that. And then also, what it is that we're getting people to do. Download the free worksheet. It'd be really good to see how many people visit the page compared to how many people click. And so what we need to look at is people do sign up a bit but no conversions. And so the reason for that could be one of two things primarily. One, the people that are opting in are not your right audience. See, if I run a competition offering a free iPad, I'd have a lot of sign-ups. But that doesn't necessarily people are interested in buying my products or services. So you need to make sure that whatever people are signing up for is relevant to the offer that you're putting out. Okay, if you're putting a high-end, high-cost offer out, then you need to make sure that your opt-in is attracting the type of avatar that is likely to be able to pay for that. If you're offering a cheap service or a cost-effective service, again, you need to make sure that people understand that and that the nurture sequence, the process you take them from signing up to getting whatever you're offering them to how you're nurturing them, that entire process needs to be with the outcome in mind that you want them at the end of the day to convert and to buy something from you. And so you need to look at who you're bringing in first and foremost. That's the most important thing. And the second part is actually in that funnel. Are they dropping off? If so, where? If you're sending them 5 emails before they purchase, maybe they're only opening 2, possibly 3, because there's a drop-off rate on email opens, and we know that. If you don't have a nurture sequence, maybe that's playing a key part into the equation. Are you following up? Are you actually calling people? Are you talking to them? Are you offering them the ability to segment further into what they're looking for? You see, it might be that they want help with handwriting, and initially when you capture their information, you know they want help with handwriting, but it might be a specific type of handwriting. It might be children wanting to learn to write better. It might be adults looking to do a calligraphy course. There could be lots of different types, and so you want to make sure you're sending the right message to the right people. And the best way to do that is to segment your lists. You have a main list, which is a general a database or a general list, and then you segment that down into different categories, and then you can focus the specific message for that category that will make them more interested and more likely to convert and to buy and to purchase from you. The other thing to look at on top of that will be your pricing points. So what is it that you're offering for what price? Can people see the value? If they can, what's selling well. Some of them are quite cost effective, some of them are a little bit more expensive, but nothing here is over the top. And so it's really good for people to, or for you to understand what you're selling more of and what you're struggling with and how you can focus that. Because it might be that you get people to come in initially and they just do an assessment, but you want to get them to sign up or to purchase maybe as part of the club. So they need to be able to see and understand what they're getting, feel that they're getting the value within that. And another thing that you're going to need, which I've seen a little bit of on the homepage, but I'd like to see more of, is your case studies and your testimonials. So one of the things here that would be really good is if people are talking about handwriting, handwriting is a visual thing. And if you just imagine personal trainers, whenever they look at weight loss, I'm going to use this as an example because this is just a common one we see a lot on the internet. You normally have a before picture with someone who's quite overweight and an after picture where they're looking much happier, much healthier, and so they normally do a before and an after photo. Well, that will be something I would love to see for yourself here. This is the person's handwriting before they started with us, and this is the person's handwriting after they've done a course with us. And if you can see the difference, it's going to make people more like, wow, actually, do you know what? I'd really like to have nice handwriting. Because ultimately, that's what you're selling here for some of the people is better handwriting, something that's legible. And a lot of these testimonials, they're all typed up and they're nice, but ultimately they're not visual. And handwriting is a visual thing, so I'd like to see how you can incorporate that as a way to build up your case studies and to get people to connect more with the outcome. That might be a good thing for you to consider as well and to see if that works.